Of course. It's only one narrative out, and it's not even the correct narrative. And I feel like that OWN created a narrative for me, um, and they are not allowing me to speak. Not at
Oh,
all.
makes sense.
Not at all. Because
Okay.
like that's why I always have so many people on my live, because the what you see and what you see on my live is two totally different people. Because I don't even know, like, I literally have to start watching it because I have certain things that's coming up that I have to speak on. But no, come on now. No,
Right.
no,
Right.
it's totally different. It's totally different. Let's be real.
Okay. And my next question, because I know I have to kind of not be too direct, but okay, when you're in a relationship with someone else and you have kids with them, if the other person is like trying to publicly humiliate you and just down your character, how are you personally able to move past that and co-parent in a peaceful way? How do you handle that?
Um, well, I know about the things that go on during production, and I know how things are edited, and I've been around. So what you see, or what most of you all see, is basically what the network wants to put out there. It's not necessarily, I don't feel like anybody's truth. It's a business now, so it's almost here to make money. So it's going to be able to feed into the target audience to what you all think that you what they think that you think that they want, that you want to know. You know what I'm saying? So 9 times out of 10, a woman who is married, and if her husband steps out on her, the married woman is going to want the mistress to be, downplayed, to be looked like she's a husband stiller, to be looked like she was the crazy one. It's just so much to it. So that's what they're going to play into, because that's what the audience wants to see, not what's really
Right.
going on. Nobody wants to.
But
Nobody really wants to know. Oh, sex. For instance, oh, he fell in love with somebody else, or
But
oh,
Ari, I guess
um,
what I'm asking, Ari, like, how do you, like, we know editing and it's all that, but how do you personally cope where even with the editing, you have to turn around and see the father of your child and his family? How are you able to maintain with the sabotage and you still have to see this person and deal with them in regular life?
I really think that now I'm just so used to it, and I'm so numb to the situation, because so
Mm,
much out here is so false that nobody, you really don't know me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so much. I read things about me, or even or somebody send me a YouTube video, and I used to really, really get upset, but it's almost like, oh my God, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, these people really think
right.
they know me, but I really just feel like I'm numb to the situation now, because it's going on, what, 3 years since I've been discussed and have been silenced. You know what I'm saying? So I'm
Right.
kind of like, I don't want to say used to it, but used to it in a sense. And,
Do
and
you
I
feel
feel like my life, your entertainment. Like, at this point, like, you know,
right? So do you feel like with everything that's going on, do you feel like you want justice or revenge? Do you feel like there's a difference between justice and revenge?
and I'm being 100% transparent with you all right now. Sometimes I wake up and I want revenge, and sometimes I want justice. So it's both for me at this point in life.
Do you think revenge will bring you peace or justice will bring you peace with the dad?
Um, well, we are at peace right now.
Good. Okay.
We are at peace
Good.
right now. So,
Okay.
justice or revenge won't necessarily bring me peace with him. We are at peace, because when the cameras turn off for the 30 minutes that they're filming, or whatever the case may be, like, we are at peace. But as
Mm,
far as like publicly, um, you'll never win with the internet. People are going to assume and going to have their opinions, and they're going to make up, and they're going to put their own projections on you. That's life. And when
right.
you get to certain levels, here come many more devils. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying everything that I did was right or I was correct, but people always ask me, or always say, Arionne, we're waiting for you to say sorry, or you act like you don't have no remorse. When did I ever even have time to have remorse for what's been displayed on TV? You know, to even able to be able to tell what's really going on in Huntsville, Alabama, outside of them trying to make a check.
But not to disagree with you, but in my opinion, I think in a lot of people's opinion, I don't think the remorse falls on you.
Yeah, but so many people want to hear me say that I'm sorry for, you know, whatever that transpired, but don't know the whole truth of the matter. You know what I'm trying to say?
Okay. No, I got it. Yeah, I just wanted to ask those questions.
Women, we should have a certain level of respect for our women. 20-year-old Arionne, her husband was checking for me. 30-year-old Arionne can sympathize and empathize, and it's almost like, okay, it's certain things that you do in certain ways and how you move regardless of a man, because a man is never going to tell you the whole truth. You know what I'm saying? But that's up to a woman to be strong enough and be able to differentiate when somebody is on some BS and when somebody is not. But you live and you learn. You know what I'm saying? So many people knock me down for a narrative that's being displayed publicly that's not our real lives.
Right. Obviously, and it's vice versa. Men fall in love with married women and vice versa. But I just don't think it's fair that it falls on one person because you didn't walk down the aisle. You understand? I'm not saying, you know, oh, it's perfect. But I feel like it's kind of not fair that you're the only one that has to be held accountable when.
Well, I'm the only one that has to be held accountable because that's the storyline that obviously TV wants to run with. You know what I'm saying? Like, if y'all were looking at it differently, or if they portrayed me differently, then that wouldn't be what they were running with. But since that's all you see is, you know, Arionne ruined the family, Arionne ruined the family, Arionne ruined the family, that's what's in everybody's mind. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, and no, I did not take vows. I don't, you know, but like I said again, you should have a certain level of respect for just women in general, as to where we just don't deal with certain things and put up with certain things. That's life. You live and you learn. And I'm not gonna beat myself down about it for the rest of my life. Like, I have a whole life to live. Like, I have 2 children to raise. You make mistakes and you move forward in life.
Yeah.
Regardless of what's being displayed. You know what I'm saying? You move forward. I have a beautiful son.
Do you see yourself moving forward with your kids and the other people's kids being siblings together as a group?
I feel like that's up to, I'm sorry, my son is a mama's boy. All of that is up to the father. You know what I'm saying? That's on his end to, you know, with his children and how that's on him. You know?
But you will be open to it, to letting the kids be siblings in one group? Because I know sometimes when it's different moms, it can be complicated.
Whatever he decides as far as his children goes, that's 100% up to him.
But you're open to it with your kids.
I respect his decision, whatever he decides dealing with his children.
But you will be open to it to let his kids play with your kids.
Of course, if that's what he wants. Of course. Okay. Ooh, la, la, la. Ooh, la, la.